Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Talon safety selector from Radian. At a SHOT Show, my microphone broke, so unfortunately I got this kind of weird setup here, so hopefully it sounds fine. I've got another one ordered, just waiting for it to come in. It didn't come in before I had to film this, so we'll work with this for today. So let's get right into the first 30-second breakdown. This is where in the first 30-second, give or take, I give you guys my exact thoughts on this product before I get into the full review. So the Talon Safety Selector, this is probably my favorite that I have used. I've used quite a few different types, and so far this is the one that is the smoothest, and it works the best for me. Aesthetically wise, it looks really good. They're not too expensive, and they're very easy to install. And I like the fact that you can go from 90 to 45, depending what you want. Let's get right into my relationship with Radian. So they did send me this safety selector along with these two as well. So I did not pay for these. And it's kind of one of those products that I wish I never received because now I want to put them on all of my guns. It's a really good product. I really don't think this review is going to be super long because there's really not a ton to say about it. It's a safety selector, it goes up and down, and whether either it does its job correctly or it doesn't, and this one does it really well. So we'll go over some details here in a little bit, but honestly, these are really good safety selectors. So the biggest benefit with these that I've found is the ability to throw these really quickly. With other safety selectors I found, especially with mil spec and stuff like that, depending on the lower you put it on, depending on the build, every build seems to be different. I've built quite a few different guns, and every one that I've done always seems to feel different. Some click really well, some seem sluggish, some seem like they want to stop halfway through even though they're not a 45. And these ones, I've installed 3 of them on my guns, and I've installed a couple on other people's guns as well, and every single one seems to throw about the exact same. They have a really positive click back and forth, which I'm sure you can hear that. And whenever I'm running drills or whatever I'm doing, it is so easy for me to go up and down and not have to ever think about that manipulation. So that's the one thing that I know when I'm teaching classes, I'm teaching newer shooters, is the safety manipulation is something that they always get caught off guard on because they don't really, you know, it always seems to be beep, up, safety. With something like this, it's just so easy and fluent to move up and down. And obviously that's gonna be all training and whatnot, but with these, it just makes it that much easier to be able to throw it back and forth. Next is gonna be your ease of install. It's basically identical to your normal ambidextrous safety selector. These ones might be a little bit easier. They just have a little pin, you connect them in, and the pin clicks up and they snap right into place. The biggest thing that you need to worry about when installing these is going to be making sure that you're putting it on the correct throw. If you want it for the 45 or the 90, because this one does have 2 selections. So you can go from a 90 degree, which is gonna be your normal, which goes all the way down, or your 45, which is that half position like this. So you gotta make sure you're putting on the correct one because all you gotta do is rotate a little bit and you can do it on the 90. So really super simple to switch between the two, but it is easy to accidentally put it on the wrong one because I did do that on the second one that I did. I don't know why it was the second. I figured it'd be the first one, but it was the second one I built. I ended up putting it on the wrong one. I think I was just in a groove and wasn't paying attention. So that is the hardest thing, is being able to pay attention to that. Other than that, install was super simple. If you can install a mil-spec safety selector, then you can easily install these. The quality seems to be really good. Aesthetic wise, they are really sharp looking. They stick out, they definitely stand out, especially on this one because, I mean, they're blue. So they stand out really well on a gun. They look sharp. I'll put it on this one. Even on the black one. They look really sharp. They've got the short one on this side. A lot of people ask, why aren't they both the same size? Well, when you're in this position, the shooting position, and you go down, if this was the same size, it would be against your finger and it'd be uncomfortable. So that's why that side is shorter. So make sure you put the short side on your opposite side that your trigger finger's on, or your side of your trigger finger, so you don't have that issue. For your price, you're looking at $50. You can get some combo deals and whatnot, and I know they do run deals every once in a while, so you might be able to find them cheaper than that, but on their website, they are $50, which isn't terrible for when you're looking for ambidextrous, decent safety selectors. If you're looking for something mil-spec, you know, you can really just get it with a lower parts kit for $50, and those run fine. There's nothing wrong with them. These are just better. So if you are looking to upgrade, $50, it seems a lot for something so simple, but I think it's worth it. I definitely think it's worth it, especially in a primary position. If you're just gonna throw it on a plinking gun, do you really need it? Probably not. But in something like your gun, your go-to, like this one where this is always with me, or this one that's kind of a secondary to that, I definitely think it is a good purchase. So $50, that's up to you. Some people that's going to be a ton of money because you can put $50 in a lot of other things to add onto your gun, or add to upgrade to something like an optic. And that's going to actually go into my next point here, and that is what I recommend this. I would 100% recommend buying this, absolutely. But, and there's a but here, and let me explain that. So I don't think this should be the first thing you purchase. I don't think you should buy a lower and upper receiver set and then go ahead and buy the Talon. I think this should be one of those things that you should get later in the build process. Unless you just don't care about budget and you're like, whatever, I want the best of the best, then go ahead and get it. But if you're really budget conscious and you're kind of like trying to plan everything, that's most of the people that I build guns for. They're really meticulous about what they want because there's a budget, and you know, things are expensive. Life is expensive. Having kids and living and everything else is expensive. And this is just a hobby. So you got to be meticulous about what you pick and buy, and you want to make sure you get the correct things. And that's why I do this, to get you guys, you know, an idea of what you should purchase and put your money towards. And that's why I want to be completely honest with you guys and let you know that I don't think this should be the first thing you purchase if you have a budget, because most lower parts kit, almost all lower parts kits, come with a mil-spec safety selector, and there's nothing wrong with that one. So I would personally just run your mil-spec safety and take that $50, put it towards an upgraded, more quality, better optic or bolt carrier, and the things that really matter. And then when you're done with all that and the gun is complete, then definitely go ahead and upgrade that, because I do definitely recommend going this route because I think it's a great upgrade. I just think there's other things that are more important before you put the money into that. Only if you're doing a budget conscious build. Other than that, if you've got no budget and you don't care, I would go with those right away. So again, this is not a long review. My reviews are usually a lot longer, but with a product like this, either it works or it doesn't, and this one does. And I'm really happy with them. And I'm gonna continue to run these. These are gonna go on more 2020 builds. I'm probably going to try out some other ones here and there. I've got a couple other downstairs that I need to test out, because I do like to test everything out in the market. I try to test as many things as possible, because the last thing I want to do is use one thing and be like, oh, I love this, and then just pretend like that's the best thing I've ever tested without testing other things. So I'll definitely will throw a couple different ones on some builds, but for right now, this is my favorite. I'll update you guys further on my Instagram and whatnot if you guys want to know if that changes, but so far, definitely my favorite. If you guys are looking at picking up one yourself, they also make the charging handle, the Raptor Radian charging handle, and that is, again, my favorite charging handle that we run. And so go ahead and Radian, pick those up. They also make these lowers, they make full guns, they make a lot of really good quality stuff. They're known for really good things. And this lower, I'll be doing a review on this one soon. Fully ambidextrous, really cool lower, and a ton of really cool features on this thing. So I'll be doing a review on that one as well. Radian as a whole, really good company. I think the guys there, I talked with them again at SHOT Show, really cool guys, and I enjoy working with them. So they make it really easy to promote their stuff because they make really good stuff. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I don't promote things that I don't personally run. And they just make it so easy because I love running all their stuff. It just stinks though because they do make high quality, expensive things. So I want to upgrade all my guns with all their things. That's why I have Radian charging handles on all these. So it does get expensive when I want to buy and upgrade all their parts. But again, they make good stuff, so it makes it really easy to promote their products. So if you guys are interested, definitely check them out. If you guys are interested in helping me out and helping to support the page, I have a couple ways to do that. One, I have a Patreon now, so if you guys want to go down and be a patron, that helps me a ton. If not that route, I have a website. If you go down the link in the description, from there you can go to other websites like Brownells, Aero Precision. I think Cloud Defensive is getting on there soon. There's a ton of other websites you can go to. Anything you purchase using my link gives me a small kickback and shows those companies that I am generating flow, and that helps out my page a ton. So if you guys want to do that, that's another big way to help out the page. If you don't want to help out and you just enjoy the videos, totally okay with that too. I really appreciate you guys being here, liking, comment, sharing, subscribing. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out Howitzer. These are the shirts that I wear almost every day. If you look on their website, they give 5% of their proceeds. They donate it and to other charities and organizations. So go ahead and check that out. It's really cool what they've done. They raised a ton of money last year. They've done a couple really cool shoots with us, a couple cool photo shoots, and really cool company. And I see a lot coming from them here soon. So I'll put a link in the description for them as well if you guys want to check them out. 2020 is going to be a huge year. I try to keep all this information for the end of the video so it doesn't bog down the review, so you guys can get the review out of the way. If you guys want to know more about the channel and how things are progressing, you guys can watch the end of the videos. So SHOT Show was a huge success. Met up with a bunch of new companies, all the old companies I've worked with, got to just meet a bunch of people, and it's a great time. It's a really good show. It's stressful, it's tiring, but it's a really good time. The people there make it worth it. And big shout out to Josh. He was my brother that went out there with me, and he did all the filming you guys see. Everything you guys see film wise, he did it all. He was lugging around a backpack with all of our equipment all day, all week. And huge, I appreciate him for doing that. He took a week off of work, a week away from his family to do that with me, and I really appreciate that because I'm sure that wasn't super fun. So I hope you had a good time, and you guys will be seeing a lot from him here soon. I'm going to incorporate him more into the channel as well. I'm sure if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys have seen him a lot because he's always on stories and whatnot because we're always doing stuff together. But big shout out to him, and then shout out to all the companies that have been working with me over the past couple years, and then I'm really excited to announce a couple new companies that are going to be working with us here. We've got a new really cool build coming up. My Patreons know about it. I give them all early access to the builds. I will give you guys a little more information later on that. So if you guys are interested in early access to all my builds and information, go ahead and check the Patreon. And then again, thank you all for everything you guys have done. I post daily on my Instagram, post stories all the time, and that is my most active. So you guys really want to know what's going on daily, check that out. I'm always posting on that. So I'm babbling a lot. I've got a lot of information to share. I usually don't share a ton of information on my YouTube videos because I don't want to make them super long, but since this one was so short, I figured I'd add the end of it and give you guys some information about what's going on. So again, if you guys want to know new things going on, the best way to do it is Instagram, and then shoot me DMs, shoot me messages. I'm more than happy to answer questions from anybody, and write a comment down below. I'll answer as quick as possible. I'm pretty good about answering every comment. Sometimes it gets a little carried, like SHOT Show. It was so hard to answer all the comments because there's so many at such a short period of time, so I'm still going through comments, still answering. So if I haven't answered your question yet, I'm working on it, and I really appreciate you all for being here. I can't thank you all enough, honestly. I know I say it a lot, but I can't thank you enough. You guys are the reason I'm here. You're the reason I do what I do, and you're the reason I've made it this far. So thank you guys for that. And like I said, I'll probably make a video here explaining everything. So great product, and I look forward to seeing you guys later.